Shalom Yasharala. This is the brother Nashamai from GMS, Louisiana with another video. Alright, this video gonna be about faith. Because that's one of the main things that was gifted to us by the Heavenly Father through the Spirit. And it's also one of the main things that we need to constantly work on like a muscle to make sure that we prepare for what's coming in the coming times. Alright? But before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. I want to give a double honors to the elders of GMS who rule and teach well. And I want to say salutation to the brothers across the four winds who pushing this truth and sincerity. Alright? I want to start off in this Job. I want you to I just want to put it out there to where you can get an understanding on what I'm talking about. Alright? Alright, I'm going to start off Job. I'm going to start off with chapter 12. Start off at verse 9. Alright, it says, "Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord had wrote this?" Okay? This Job speaking to the unbelievers, non-believers. Alright? Or his friends, you know? People who he was around at the time. Verse 10, it says, "In whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind?" These were the simple questions that Job was asking, because what this shows, what these questions that Job are giving these people what it shows is the Heavenly Father's omnipotence. Yahweh's omnipotence, his everlasting, his foreverness, his forever and never, his infinity. You understand? So I'm still in chapter 12. I'm gonna jump down to verse 16. It says, "With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his." All right? And that's referring to under the control of the Heavenly Father. That's who the deceived and the deceived and deceiver is for. That's who controlling them, the Heavenly Father. Okay? That's where strength and wisdom comes from. The Heavenly Father, belief in the Heavenly Father. Verse 17. "He leadeth counselors away, spoiled, and maketh the judges fools." So what's that talking about, man? That's obviously not talking about the men of the Lord, okay, referring to judges, okay? That's referring to these people in this society, man. That's referring to the people who, quote-unquote, have status, you know, who can make some things move, okay? Counselors. "He leadeth counselors away spoiled." Okay, spoiled mean they have nothing. All of you people who come up to the brothers who are on the highways and byways, and you come in with all of these different understandings, like you're a counselor. You know, I've learned this, I've learned that. It's so many different things that I've learned and studied for years and years and years. Okay, and guess what? When you come up to the men of the Lord, and we bring to you the truth out of the King James 16:11, out of the understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, through the faith that we have in him, when we bring these out, guess what? You leave spoiled. You leave spoiled. And the judges make fools of them. That's what this doctrine does. Okay? That's what having faith in the Heavenly Father does. It makes the counselors leave away spoiled, and the judges made a fool of them. Okay? And that's clear as day. Alright? Because you know, what we based everything that we do off of is faith. Everything that we do is off of faith. If we didn't have no faith, these words, these scriptures would be, they wouldn't be scriptures. They would be just a book with words on it if we didn't have faith. All right? If we didn't have faith. Verse 17. I'm Salakia. Job 12 verse 18, it says, He looseth the bond of kings, and girded their loins with a girdle. And who is that? Well, how about this? According to Psalms 82 and 6, or 83 and 6, Salakia, Heavenly Father clearly refers to us as gods, or lesser gods. Of course, He's the number one, but as gods or kings, we refer to as kings. Okay, many times through the scriptures. All right, and clearly we know that Yahushua tells us to gird up our loins as a man. Okay, the girdle was a thing that was wore around the midsection, to keep everything intact. You know what I mean? Like women, it's been popularized by women in this era, this era that we live in. You know what I mean? In these 2000s and shit like that, this modern world. But the girdle was used to keep everything tight, close knit. You got your garment on. You might have this and that, and your girdle keep it all clinched together. You know what I mean? All right. But it says, loosen the bond of kings, and when you know what being bound is being held against your will. All right, being imprisoned, being oppressed. It says He loosened the bonds of the kings and girded their loins with a girdle. All right, okay. So clearly, Job know what he's talking about. Okay, and also this is just another testament of faith. It's another testament of faith, because he's telling you that the kings, he loosening up the bonds on the kings. That's what's going on right now. That's what's literally going on right now. Throughout the scriptures, Israel was consistently put in captivity because of the way we conducted ourselves, but and constantly going against the Heavenly Father in His will. Okay, but referring to verse 18, it said He loosed the bond of the kings, all right, and girded their loins with a girdle. So the Heavenly Father getting us right, man. That's what's going on right now in Israel. That's what's going on right now. That's this whole process. That's what the Heavenly Father doing. The Heavenly Father getting us right and getting us prepared, man, because what's getting ready to go on is about to be the last world war. The last one. This is about to be the last hoorah. Right here. Alright? Let me jump to I'm gonna jump to 2 Corinthians chapter 4. I'm gonna start with verse 7. Alright? It says, But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, in this flesh, okay, that the excellency of the power may be of Yahweh and not of us. All right, so that's, once again, I'm gonna break that down. It says but we have this treasure in earthen vessels. The treasure is referring to is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Heavenly Father has blessed us with, including faith. All right, we have them in these earthen vessels. Okay, that's why the scriptures say in Revelations that we are rich. Okay, that's not talking about physically. That's not talking about monetarily. That's talking about spiritually. We rich. And it says that the excellency, okay, of the power, meaning the magnitude, okay, the how can I say this, how can I say this, the power of the significance, I guess that would be a good word to fit right there. The significance of the power may be of Yahweh and not of us, because nothing that we do or nothing that we bring out, nothing that we break down is of us. This Bible was here before we was here, so this is not of us. What is of us is being a mouthpiece of the Heavenly Father. Okay, That's what we doing. We just being the mouthpiece of the Heavenly Father. We not making anything. We not here. We not trying to collect guns. We not trying to gather food, collect food. Okay, we not trying to build up these camps. These and I'm not talking about, you know, I don't want to get misconstrued with camps. When I'm talking about camps, I'm talking about build these anti-America, let's fight, and these groups. We not doing that. That's not what we do. Okay, that's not what we do. That's not what any of the brothers of GMS do. We do not do that. Put a disclaimer on that. We do not, and that's not what we here for. Okay, we here because we battling against spiritual things. Okay, we battling against spiritual powers in high places. Okay, we not here to say today is the day I'm going to change this country. That's not what we here to do. You understand? But let me get back to these scriptures. It says, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of Yahweh and not of us. Okay? Verse 8. We are troubled on every side, of course, you know, in this society, but not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. All right, so the reason that we're not in despair, the reason that we're not yet distressed, the reason that we are troubled on every side is because we slaves in this society, man. The reason that a lot of y'all don't understand what's really going on is because your mind isn't where it needs to be. Your mind needs to be on understanding, number one, the Heavenly Father controls everything. Number two, you can't get to the Heavenly Father without the Son. Okay? Number three, you got to have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of this Bible to be able to make moves, period, to have an understanding of this society. All right? You're not going to fully understand this society through this society. This isn't of this society. Okay? This isn't of America. This is anti-American. This book is anti-American. Because the American way is bloodshed. And, well, I'm going to take that back. The American way is wickedness. The American way is sorcery. Okay? The American way is homosexuality. The American way is accept, you know what? The American way is do as thou art wilt. That's the American way. You understand? So, when you understand these things, you'll understand that that's not what we do. That's not what we. That's why we troubled, distressed, and we deal with what we deal with. Like I said, trouble on every side, but not in despair because we got faith. The Heavenly Father took us out of here once before. How we got here? You understand? We had to get here some type of way. You understand? So. You know, we had to get to West Africa some type of way, you know, and we was somewhere before we was in West Africa. You understand? So when you understand that we was located in Israel, you understand? Rome invaded, we left. You understand? The southern kingdom, because the northern kingdom was already gone. You understand? So the southern kingdom left. We merged for as long as the Heavenly Father wanted us to merge. Okay? And then that's when the establishment of America started happening, man. And we went over there to start putting our work in to lead to what's currently going on today. Alright? You know, let me stick to the topic because I'll be good with that. Okay? 2 Corinthians 4, I'm going to go to 17. Yeah. No, Salakia. I'm going to go back. I'm going to finish 9. I had read 8. I'm going to read 8 and I'm going to go into 9. 8 is, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Verse 9. Persecuted, but not forsaken, cast down, but not destroyed. All right? All right? And when you look at the word cast right there, a synonym for it, they have a struck. Cast down, struck down. So we wasn't, put in America and laid here like a gentle egg by a mother bird or no shit like that. We was put here, and we was put here in a very rough, very harsh way, and we was treated very rough, very harsh, and still we're treated very rough and very harsh. And guess what? That's gonna happen until Yahweh Shai come back, because that's how it's supposed to be. That's just what it is. People fighting for this and fighting for that. If you fighting for that, if you fighting for anything other than the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, everything you're doing is in vain. All right, I'm gonna jump down to 17. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, because it says for a moment, because the kingdom of heaven is gonna last eternally, infinity, forever and ever and ever. So if you compare the establishment of America, the establishment of these other countries, the establishment of when Rome reigned, when Greece reigned, when the Persians, Medes and the Persians reigned. When you go to look at even when you go into the ancient world, when Moab reigned, and we was under Moab, when Babylon reigned, when Nimrod and all these people reigned, and when you go to talking about modern day Rome, modern day Egypt reigned, that's nothing compared to the kingdom of heaven once it gets established, because the kingdom of heaven will be forever and ever and ever. This is a moment. It's tough, but it's a moment. Keep the faith. That's why this video is being made. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, work it for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. And that's my point. That's what I was just saying. All right? This light affliction is for a moment, because it work it for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. And that's what we're looking for. You understand? We looking for I'm gonna just throw this out there, we looking for rulership over reparation. That's my new thing. I'm gonna just throw that out there. That's it. Rulership over reparation, man. We not in the business of trying to we gonna get it right on this side. Fuck that. We gonna get it right on this side. Motherfuckers ain't gonna play with us. We gonna take over black business, power to the people, and all this. And guess what? Hey, my brother, more power to you. I ain't on that mission. You dig? You can handle that. I ain't on that mission. You dig? I'm on this mission right here. You dig? And there's a lot of stumbles and shit that come with this. But guess what, though? I ain't gonna do what you doing, Lord willing. I ain't gonna do what you doing. Let's be clear. All right, my last two precepts to make my point, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, plain as day. For we walk by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present, Salakia. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. Okay? Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him. And that's the point. I'm going to read that one more time. Verse 9. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 9. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, okay, meaning we make it through the society unscathed, or we fall on this side, we could, you know, we could live like we could be gods. Ye are gods, we're gonna die as the princes. Like I said in that Psalms, man, you know, it says, wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, here or through death, we may be accepted of him, man. Period. The whole point is to be accepted by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Period. The whole point is to be accepted by the Heavenly Father, to do the works that's acceptable in the Heavenly Father's eyes. If y'all ain't fucking with that, fuck you. It's simple. You know what I mean? All disrespect due. I ain't fucking with you. You know? Like I said, everybody got this shit to deal with, but I ain't fucking with you, man. You better get your mind right, man. I'm going to start off, well, I'm going to say start off, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Okay? I want to give a double honor to the elders of GMS who rule well and teach well. Alright? And I want to say salutations, okay, to the brothers across the four winds who still pushing this truth and sincerity, man. Love y'all, brothers, man. Okay? Yapa, what's going on? With Israel, we coming to the end. We pushing. Keep pushing, and Lord willing, we out of this motherfucker, man. Lord willing, we out of here soon, man. Mawat Laba Ball, all right. Mawat Laba Ball, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom.